you said that they try to charge individually, and so that it cannot be regarded as an organ, and they are gonna get away with it. I don't think they can. So what is your take on this? Is really an important issue for the entire Turkey, because and also for the international community to pay attention to it. What In what way we can actually reveal, and so that this is not just an allegation. Maybe it's gonna come out all the facts and the truth about it, especially the institution, Dr. Varam, the institution, the academic institution will have to restore. Eventually, they will have to restore their credibility, because they're gonna be entangled with this, scandal. So, what do you think is the best to happen here?
Mergina, did you know that over 80 universities, rectors of 8 universities, didn't have a single referral to their papers internationally? Okay, so this is the system's actually identical fingerprint. Okay, if you appointed a person as the rector of a university who didn't have a single referral to his academic work, this cannot be a coincidence. So these rectors employing academics with false diplomas will not be coincidence. These rectors protecting academics, supposed to be academics, with false diplomas will not be a coincidence, Ergin. Okay? This is the traits of an authoritarian regime. If you are loyal to the leader, you don't need diplomas. You have got the qualification, because your loyalty is sufficient enough to be whomever you want to be. And well, you might. I just would like to refresh your memory with French Revolution. In the year 1794, Antoine Loisier, who was a famous chemist, you might know Antoine Loisier, when he was charged with being enemy of the state in his time, for being actually royalist, because in the French Revolution, being royalist was a crime with capital punishment, probably. So when the judge was told that, look, sir, or your honor, Antoine Loisier is a famous chemist. This country needs his knowledge, so that please do not charge him with capital punishment or some sort of imprisonment. Let this guy do his scientific work. And guess what the judge said to those who commended uh, for Antoine Loisier? The judge said, revolutions do not need scientists. Okay? I'm just repeating. Revolutions do not need scientists. And Islamist revolutions do not need scientists. Okay? Do not need academics. Do not need genuine doctors. Did you know that the president actually told off real doctors with real diploma, real specialists, that if you don't like our regime, go wherever you want to go. Okay? We will be actually doing our work with interns. I am not actually accusing someone falsely. Look, I heard this over TV from the president himself. Look, if you don't like our system, go wherever you want to go. Oh, specialist doctors. Oh, you know, cardiatrists. You know, all sorts of specialists, neurologists. this and that. We will be doing our health work with interns. But in this country, if you say so that these people with false diplomas are heroes of this nation, terrorist lovers. Who will the world believe? You, me, terrorist lovers, or genuine statements of the state? What will you say, Merjina? I stop here.
It's going to be very hard to make corrections on this and put back the credibility to institution, to people who are authentically are, like you, like Dr. Sarah, and everyone. It can be, the implication is going to be massive, and so it's it's really hard that the being silent, Dr. Varam, is going to be very critical here. This is very important because, like what we learned from our last episode, is that people have to come together from all walks of life, from everyone who's affected by this, have to come together. And I think this is the only way that, like for example, whistleblowers from within the organization, like you said, that someone has complained, and that's why it came out, and it was revealed. So I think what's gonna happen is just like what, in other in agencies, there are whistleblowers, and I think you think that this has a chance to be corrected, to be stopped, to have accountability, because it can't continue this way. And what we learned from history is that there's always a point where justice is going to come back, that things like this will have to be corrected. Will people who have responsibility, with good heart, will eventually come out and say enough is enough. And so, Dr. Maram, I'm always hopeful, and our work here at the Scholar Series is really hard, and but we are continuing to share these things that are happening in Turkey, because like we always say, that if we continue to be silent, and talking about I'm calling on scholars, academics, and even students globally to pay attention to what is happening, because this will involve a lot of people outside of Turkey. For example, like I said, it's already being talked about in different countries in Europe, and also I'm pretty sure it's also being talked about in the United States. And this is something so important for us, because education is, this is where our future leaders and the young generation are, those who are going to take the lead to make to correct take our world in the right direction, are involved, have to be educated, have to have authentic education, and have to have a institution with credibility. And so eventually we have to return to this point. We have responsibility, and that's why we are here, and we are talking to our international community, and we are talking to people in Turkey each time we go on in our episodes, and our continuing effort to inform, engage, and demand action. And the action has to be done now. So, Dr. Baram, what is your message specifically to scholars out there, fighting for what we have worked so hard for, fighting for our credibility, and also the future of education? So, what would be your advice, Dr. Baram?
Well, believe you, Merjina, while this government is on power, uh, I don't expect uh, any sort of fight against corruption or misdemeanor or organized criminality, because uh, organized criminality is not independent from the government hierarchy itself. Uh, I may recommend your viewers a report, if I'm not wrong. Let me think. Global Organized Crime Index, I think. Yeah, Global Organized Crime Index. If you and your viewers check in that report, that they will see that Turkey is more or less number one in the world, especially in the actually north countries in the northern sphere. Uh, Basically, this country is worse than uh, the record of Russia in terms of state and organized crime involvement. According to that report, the good report say that organized criminality and state involvement has become like one body, actually. Okay, so organized criminals control the state. State actually collaborate with organized criminals. So I don't expect any sort of refinement getting better of anything while this government in power. I don't expect any uh, uh, sort of genuine struggle against those organized criminals, because those organized criminals are this government's best men. As I told you, some ministers, some MPs, some high uh, officials have got these false diplomas themselves, starting from the president, uh, uh, presidential powers, this and that, so that these people cannot fight against those organized criminals. They wouldn't try. They will be playing against time. Believe you me, this is their usual way. They will be playing against time, and then they will find something that will make us forget or to silence us. They will say, "Look, this issue is in the judiciary now, so that please stop talking on this issue, not to affect the judiciary." So that while this government is on power, I don't expect any actually how should I say, better development. Uh, but hopefully, uh, with the support of good people, if they stop believing in the lies, black propaganda of this criminal regime, as I always name, you know, and give support to those good people. Then, by the way, public reaction is getting higher and higher. Even the government, its own supporters, are getting actually getting angrier, angry, more and more angry with this government, because while their children are being unemployed for years, those people with false diplomas are getting high offices. So obviously they want their share, but they couldn't they cannot get their share. That is why uh, we expect some developments, not but not out of this government, but out of the next government. Let's hope it it is quicker than later. Thank you very much, Merjina, for giving me this opportunity to talk to your audience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Varam. Like you said, we always have to hope, and we cannot give up. And this is a very important topic and issue that we have to continue sharing with the international community. Dr. Varam, it's heartbreaking for this realities, and daily, you hear about injustice, you hear about brutality against innocent people, and so I think our work as scholars, we step out of our comfort zone every time, and we are courageous doing this work. Maybe some other our counterparts in other parts of the world are doing their job within the classroom, within their publication. Us, we are out. As a matter of fact, literally, I am out and showing our audience and showing our world. Here is it's beautiful. There are so many opportunities, so many for those who are victims, KHK victims. So many opportunities are lost, and so many lives are ruined. And for example, I would like to go back to those who died during the earthquake, and they are victimized even in death. And this is truly heartbreaking. And so that our work is hard, but we are gonna keep doing it. We are gonna keep sharing, and we're gonna keep telling, amplifying the stories of those who are courageously also fighting for justice. Like you are there and you are sharing us. These are facts, these are realities, and I know that these are allegations, but these are very strong allegations that hopefully justice will be back, then accountability will be sought after. So, Dr. Varam, I'd like to thank you so much for always helping us here at the Global Dialogue for Justice, and also our scholar series. So I thank you very much. You are one of the most courageous scholars and our beloved professors here in our global classroom. So thank you so much, and I will see you again when we return to our unrelenting quest for justice. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Thank you very much.